Hello Pokemon peeps, and we are back at it again. I'm not showing my face today because I have a mess at the background, some project that I've been doing with my wife. So today I bring you here a matchup between Lugia Vstar, one of the most popular decks out there so far, and Darkrai Vstar. And let's see if it, because I know Darkrai is a good deck, but I don't. You have to like find the correct build, and then when you find the correct build, it's like kind of a clunky, but nonetheless, let's see how my opponent here built his, and let's see if Darkrai can beat Lugia. If he can beat Lugia, then by all means, we should test it out. Also, I have built, if you hear a weird noise, that's just the fan that going it's kind of a weird fan, but is there to provide oxygen. And also I have other videos, or a video of Lost Zone, best of 3 ad versus, so hopefully I can show you guys that one. Thank you all also for the 190 subscribers. I appreciate the support, and also every new subscriber, thank you very much. We are in here, we're just waiting for the judge to give us the okay to start. In the meantime, I will just again say thank you guys for the support and everything, and we're going up here and start. And I go first. I won the coin flip. Pretty rough hand, to be honest. Starting with Lugia is pretty awesome, but the fact that we have a bunch of energies in hand is kind of worrying. And hopefully we had another supporter in hand, because we just threw away the Marnie. That Marnie should have saved that for next turn. I do not know why I discarded it like that. Probably because I'm a little bit cocky, and I think I will draw. Oh, we have a research, so we're doing the stacky bonos. But like I said again, too many energies in hand is not good, so we're gonna go ahead and attach one per turn. Now we are up to 3. It's better to lose 2 than 3. I guess next turn what we can do is, before we play research, attach per turn and then stack 1 on the top, so we kind of conserve it. And my opponent going starting with Darkrai, which is awesome. We get those cool packs there. Those are the leak promo decks, I think it is, packs. If you play at Cool Stuff, they will give you 1 for participation. If you play at Versus, if you top, they'll give you also, for the top 8, they'll give you 1. So we got there 2 holographics, the Ordinary Rod and the Cheryl. And my opponent he played first the Trekking Shoe, discarded 1, and then Quick Ball get the Greninja hopefully, and then Greninja discarding another energy. With this deck Darkrai, you have to get energies in the discard pile in order to accelerate them with your Moltres, and also with Dark Patch. So it's good to have at least 3 dark energies in discard pile, I'm assuming, so it's kind of cool to have them. We're gonna go check here how many my opponent has. He has actually 3, so that's pretty good. Discarding more than 3, I guess you can go up to 4, but other than that, I wouldn't risk it for no biscuits, if you know what I mean. And then let's see what else my opponent does here. No energy attachment per turn. Also, then if you don't have other energies, recycling the Greninja, pretty cool to discard more energies. But if you haven't, if you have another energy in hand to use Greninja, I would just attach to the active, because not attach to the active, probably attach to the active. I don't know, because I could set up next turn and KO it, so probably that's why he's not attaching all the energies into the Darkrai. But if my opponent gets another Dark Patch, there it is. Then he attached. I guess he doesn't have like a switch combo to take the knockout on the Lugia. I think we top deck another energy. Oh no, wait, not an energy. We draw the research, and then we use Oranguru to stack the Aurora on the top of the deck, and then get ourselves one of the Archeops, so that way we have at least one. With this research, we hopefully we can draw Evolution Incense and Ultra Ball, so we can get Evolution Incense, get the Archeops, Ultra Ball, and then, you know, set up properly. Research, discarding a Turbo Archeops and drawing 7. Let's see what we get. We have another energy, 2 energies, a choice. Let's see what else we can get. Looking sketchy there. Yeah. I'll get. So that's pretty bad, man. It looks pretty bad. A quick bowl, the Serena. Hopefully, I think we have another supporter in hand, a Marnie. So that's kind of cool, I guess. They're trying to get another basic Pokemon. Getting another Lugia is essential because we whiffed the Vstar attack on the Vstar ability turn 2. So if you kind of whiffed it, then you kind of like. And there, let's see what else. Energy attachment per turn, and then oof, discarding another energy with speed dive and draw 3. Debating on that, but let's go ahead and do it. Why not? And there it is. We got the Archeops, we got the Lugia, we got insane hand. So it's pretty good hand for next turn. Before we do Marnie, I guess we can stack it up and then Marnie and see if we find a way to discard it. If not, then I guess we'll just have to play with just one Archeops in play, which is kind of sketchy. You never want to have only one Archeops in play. And my opponent discarding that baby Moltres, that you guys can call it. That Moltres allows you, when you bench it, it allows you, if you have energies in hand, it allows you to attach those energies to accelerate more. That's like your momentum for Darkrai. But my opponent has Trekking Shoes, has a bunch of ways to draw. He can, and also a bunch of ways to discard energy. And I think he got a Dark Patch out of that Trekking Shoe, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. No, it's an energy. Energy attachment per turn, which is quite good. Now, if my opponent gets the V-Star, he can kind of attack. What do you want, Broly? Kind of attack. And at the same time, he also has the ability that he can use on that Moltres. But I guess he whiffed it. And I guess that's his best option to attack. Yeah, attack with the Moltres. Because right now he's kind of breaking. But he still gets the knockout, the KO. I'm still... Oh, there it is, recycling. He has it. So, okay, that's kind of cool. And also, he can use his V-Star ability to... Look at that! Attaching, he gets them. This is the purpose of it. And plus, the V-Star attack of Darkrai allows you to get 2 items out of the discard pile and reuse them again. So that's kind of good. This is why I said that Darkrai is good, but not now. Not now. And I kind of would use that Headbutt Tantrum into the other Lugia because he has enough damage. He's doing 210, 220 if I'm not mistaken. 190, 200, yes, 210, or yes, 210, 220, something like that. He has enough to knock out, so that's kind of like a misplay on his part, but he could have used that Headbutt Tantrum for the second Lugia, like soften it up a little bit. And there it is. We have the Evolution Instance. So getting two Archeops, you know, we're just trying to see if we can top deck a, yeah. Let me get the dog out. Wait a second. Okay, I mean, we're just trying to see if we can get like a discard, or I mean, we have the Aurora energy, so there it is. We got 2 already. Now I think I kind of use the Evolution Instance to get another Lugia just to thin and put it at the bottom because we don't need another Lugia. Now with this one's you're kind of okay. And also giving more cards to my opponent is not suboptimal, but we had to play the Marty because that's the only supporter we have per turn. Drawing more energies, kind of not good because you kind of need them in the deck. And so, and there it is for, that's what I'm telling you. Those energies supposed to be in the deck. Now, I kind of have to, I should have used the Vstar first. So that doesn't happen. You thin more energies, so it's less likely that you draw into it. And then there it is. We are discarding another Lugia Vstar, probably getting one of those single pricers. We can't use Charizard because we can use Charizard. We have Aurora energy, so that's good. We also have Evoltal in the deck, but I think we have Charizard price, so our next attacker has to be the Evoltal. So, and knocking out this Moltres, we are taking away 90 damage output from Darkrai, so he's doing 90 less damage. He can still attach 3 energies, like I said, but I guess 1 per turn, 2 patches, and then reuse 2 patches again. I guess you can use that, but that puts you a little bit behind because you kind of want to save those energies. And also he has energy retrieval, so he can get another baby Moltres energy retrieval, get 2 energies from the discard pile, bench the Moltres, and accelerate more energies into board with that played. I played the stadium also, so he won't be able to bench another Pokemon. I mean, once we knocked out the active one, he can potentially bring another Moltres into play. But other than that, something so. And then we have more energies that we should in play. We should just attach 2 or just 1, but I don't know. We don't have healing shenanigans, but nonetheless, we take the dub. I mean, not the dub, but we take our first knockout. So we are in a tie right now with 4 prices. My opponent here using Greninja's ability to draw 2 more cards, see more cards. He is trying to find the Vstar Darkrai, so that way he has more stuff to do. And also you can attack. But just thinking here what he will do. Quick Ball, that can get him the other Moltres, but discarding another baby Moltres? Ooh. Does he has a way to recover those? I wouldn't discard those. Probably the other cards that he has are better, I will say. And also I think he should, or I think he's playing also Training Court. Training Court in this deck is essential, so you can get your energies also back. So, and there it is, Moltres ability, attaching 1 more. So now my opponent is doing 369, 120 damage, 120 damage, 150 damage, bossing the Evoltal. And I think he will be able to knock, I mean, he can knock it out with the first attack, but not quite good. And also, now we need another attacker, to be honest. That Drapion is not good in this matchup. Punkaboo, we do not want to use it. But still, we are in a good spot, you can kind of say. Why? Because my opponent did not attack the Lugia. He preferred to take 1 pricer before the other one. I guess you can say slash 2. But eventually he would have to deal with it. But I don't know how to... I guess he is also having a bad time trying to evolve. Because if he evolves into the Vstar, he can kind of do stuff because he can get either 2 dark patches or 1 patch and 1 trekking shoe. Get the trekking shoe shenanigans. playing training core, getting the energies, discarding it back with the Greninja. And he has a quick bow, but it's kind of weird. There it is, a secondary Darkrai, which is pretty good to see. But at this point, it's kind of rough because you are already late in the game. So, I don't know. And then if you attack with this, I guess we have game in hand. He has no way to knock out this Lugia. And I think not even with the baby Lugia, the baby Moltres, he can get the KO. He does 50 per prices that I have taken, so 220, 230, 250 only with the baby Moltres you can kind of do. So right now my opponent, I have him in the checkmate. I guess the only way for him to survive is to boss, but at the same time I can use the Archeop's abilities to just accelerate energies and retreat, which is kind of cool. So I have him in the ropes here. I think my opponent yeah, not having the Vstar available to him kind of is like so yeah, 210. He's still missing one, so he has to use the ability. But once he attack here, I guess that's GG's, because there's nothing else he can do. He only doing 220, and I'll just even 190. So I'm going ahead and attack, and that will be game. So that will be it for now. This little video here. This is best of one at cool stuff, so not much you can do. But my opponent not evolving the Darkrai, that's what set him bad, and me also not getting the other stuff, you know. But like, subscribe, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out.